Morning, everybody. It is 5:14 and I'm on the trail. A little shaky there on the phone, but I'm on the trail. This is the Black Elk Peak Trail in South Dakota in the Black Hills. It used to be called Harney Peak Trail, so either of those you can probably do some research on, but I think I'm figuring it's about, gosh, what did I figure? It's gonna be about 8 miles round trip. And I got my pack on, just obviously doing that elk hunting prep. We got a Wyoming pack this year. And yeah, just gonna get some weighted work in here. It's not crazy heavy back here. Most of our elk hunting is probably gonna be done from kind of a base camp style this year. So I wanna be able to carry some weight for distances, but I'm not gonna be packing in like 60 pounds now. Hopefully I'm packing out a whole bunch of weight on my back, but that's a one-time trip usually. And as long as we're in good enough shape and have worked some with weight on our back, I probably don't need to do like an 8-mile trip with 80 to 90 pounds. So we got some weight in here. I got quite a bit of water, about 1.5 gallons of water with a big heavy Dive Bomb Industries water jug. I got a set of DeWalt impact and hammer drill tools and batteries and stuff like that. And I really don't know what the pack weighs, but just enough to make this hike a little bit more difficult than just body weight. So we're running the K4 pack system from Exo Mountain Gear. This will be the first elk hunt with it. We took it to Alaska last year, but I did not go elk hunting last year, so this will be the first year having this K4 in the elk woods. What else do I got? It might be kind of hard to see in the dark. That's also new to the setup. It's my ivory holster. Just a nice holster that fits super well with this K4 and fits the handgun really good. So they make all sorts of different versions. Obviously I got my handgun there with me, but yeah, otherwise anything new. I'm giving the Wrangler pants a try rather than buying expensive name brand stuff. I'm running these Wranglers. I got them at Walmart. They were like a little over $27 is all. And I tell you what, so far, this is my first like active hike with them or anything like that. But so far, these are well worth the money for like 1/4 of the price of most hunting pants you can find. Sometimes even more than 1/4, so I think I'm really gonna like them. They're light, they're stretchy. But anyways, I'll show you what I'm looking at here. We got a little storm to the north, but I think it's supposed to pass. But I'll show you what I'm looking at, and then this video is gonna kind of just be fully uncut, so you can stay with me. As you can see, that storm's still kind of moving in on us. A little bit of lightning, wind's picking up, but about 1 mile in right now. stay north of us, but that was a pretty big strike right there. Worst comes to worst, we can tuck away, but you know, when you're out here hunting and stuff, I mean, we're not hunting now, but when you are out hunting, sometimes that stuff happens and you can't get away from it. So I have a whole new perspective of what's wet and cold after being in Alaska for 10 days. So you gotta be smart. I have a lighter with me. I have some survival stuff with me. I don't leave with a pack without that stuff. But really, you'll dry. If it's not too crazy bad, you will dry. And you just gotta kind of learn to deal with some of those things, the elements that of the outdoors that you're not gonna get away from. Fact of the matter is, the animals aren't going inside, so if there's any way you can bear it, you need to bear it. But don't do it without experience. Don't do it without certain survival things. You just gotta be smart about stuff. Well, my outlook's changed a little bit. I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna get wet. So we are just gonna see how wet that really is, I guess. I mean, there's not much we can do about it. It is what it is. Like I said, the elements are the elements. We'll get through. It's nothing crazy. If I have to take shelter, then I can, under a tree. But I think I'm going to plan on just keep trucking through. The only reason I take shelter would be like hail or extreme lightning, stuff like that. A little water ain't gonna hurt me. It's not cold or anything. It's probably pushing 60 degrees already. If not warmer, I guess. I don't really know. But we'll see what happens here. I'm not for sure how far in we are. I'll check and then I'll get right back to you. 1.8. We are 1.8 in. Appears on the map that we're basically halfway. So like I said, it's going to be about 8 miles. Pushing 8 miles round trip, so that'd be about right. Here's a little view of the, whoa, about backwards on the sky now. You can kind of hear the thunder roaring in the background. Look, doesn't look as dark on the camera as it does to my eyes. There's a little flash of lightning. Just making our way. We got a nice little flat trail for now. We're uphill for quite a while. It's flattened out a bit now. I am stopped here under a tree. And the reason I'm doing that is not rain. Rain was fine when I was in it, but this storm is super electric. You can kind of probably hear the thunder, hopefully in the background. But the lightning is super close, and the next thing I have to do is kind of cross an open path. And I'm not willing to do that. Cross an opening when there's that much ground lightning hitting. So we're gonna let this thing pass a little bit. We're about right in the thick of it, I'd say, right now. Here, we'll hear a big boom. Oh, maybe I'm a liar. But yeah, it's been some pretty close lightning here, and I guess I'm not willing to go down with a lightning strike. Wait itself a little bit. It looks like it's lightning up behind us a little bit, so give it a few minutes. When I checked the radar before we left, everything it talked about was this storm is moving about 55 miles an hour. Here's a big boom. Lightning's not something to mess with. Water's one thing, lightning's another. Be smart out there.